So don't even doubt that this eclipse was a line in the sand and they're about to level up their shit show and fuckery on humanity. Because the script is just about to actually go into overdrive. We are going to see a major escalation of the shit show, of social engineering, of divide and conquer, and that's exactly why the Vatican chose the day of the eclipse to make this public announcement about them being against gender-affirming surgery, surrogacy, and gender theory. They have now publicly denounced this. It's the top story on Google News. You will see that this is the very top story. And this is because they are setting the stage for the next part of their script, the next part of their divide and conquer. And so this is going to create a lot of division between the progressive leftists and those who follow religion, even though that the religion they follow is corrupted, is really just a diluted and watered down and, as I said, very corrupted version of Christianity. It doesn't resemble anything that it was prior to the Council of Nicaea. The Vatican is basically the head office of the Antichrist because the very evil people who control our world used the cover of the Catholic Church 17 centuries ago to infiltrate Christianity as a whole. And at the Council of Nicaea, they removed God the Father as the Godhead and replaced God the Father with the Son. And so now we have millions, in fact, billions of brainwashed, very lost and confused Christians, all idolizing and worshipping and flattering the Son instead of worshipping their Creator and the Creator of the universe and the Creator of the Sun. They, are now just worshipping the created instead, and don't even try to help them find the narrow path, because they will just attack you, they will hate you, they will call you every name in the book. They just will not accept the fact that Christianity was infiltrated and the devils are actually hiding behind their holy robes and are enacting all of these miseries on humanity and dividing us and socially engineering us. And so it is no surprise that the Vatican chose the eclipse to denounce gender-affirming surgery and surrogacy and gender theory, because they're just about to escalate their shit show on humanity. And this is very much going to be part of it. And it is moving us towards a completely religious, fundamentalist system. The tables are going to turn, and we are soon going to be living in a absolutely oppressive religious regime, and they are just starting to move their pieces in place. This is just the beginning. They have literally just fired a shot over the bow and called open warfare on the progressive leftists, progressive liberals. That's exactly what this is. So expect everything to now escalate to a new level of insanity. The shit show is just going to get more insane. We are already seeing the beginnings of this. We also have hundreds of people across New York and Washington rallying about the war in Gaza, and it's really not even something you could call a war. A war is when two equal sides go into battle. This is not that. This is just one side who is armed by the most powerful military industrial complex in the world, and they are just basically annihilating a culture of people who live in a particular geographical place on the planet. That is what is happening. In other words, there is a genocide now taking place. And so when you see that rallies in Washington and New York to mark 6 months since Israel-Hamas war, you would think, oh, they must be speaking out about the 33,000 slaughtered Palestinians in Gaza and how children are actually being starved to death. You know, children are actually dying a very cruel and slow death. They must be actually protesting about that. No, they're not protesting about what's happening to innocent little Palestinian children. They're actually protesting about the 133 hostages that need to be released. Yes, just put that in perspective. It's okay for these people that 33,000 Palestinians, mostly innocent Palestinians, including over 10,000 innocent little children, have been slaughtered. They're not going to actually denounce that. They're not going to actually rally about that. They're going to rally about 133 Israeli hostages, which, look, is horrible. I agree. It's horrible. Those hostages need to be released immediately. And my heart actually aches for every single child, whether Israeli, Palestinian, Syrian, Iraqi, Afghanistanian, Afghani, Libyan. Okay, any of these children that have been killed, but that have been murdered, it is wrong. We should absolutely denounce this. We should be outraged by this. But to actually say that there are a group of people whose lives are more important than others is disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. And it just goes to show what we've become as a civilization and a society. We have fallen because every single child is precious to the Father. Every single child that is being slaughtered over in Palestine right now is important to the Father, as any child being killed in any other country, including the US, where Christians in the United States are outraged that mothers would terminate a pregnancy, and they will literally take to the streets about that. But when it actually comes to denouncing and calling out the slaughter of innocent children, the murder of innocent children, which their taxes are funding, by the way, no, you get complete silence. They don't give a fuck. They're just going to denounce that there's 133 Israelis that are still being held hostage by Hamas, who, by the way, I will repeat, because whenever I speak out against what's happening to Palestinian children, the slaughter of over 10,000 Palestinian children who are creations of God the Father, I get accused of being a terrorist supporter, a supporter of Hamas. No, I am not a supporter of Hamas. Hamas are animals. They are disgusting. They are beneath human. I wouldn't even call them animals. Animals work on instinct. Animals are not evil, but Hamas are evil. Just as any single person in the IDF who is slaughtering children are evil. Just like any single Christian American who claims to be a follower of Christ and is silent about the slaughter of children is evil. You are evil. And I don't care if you want to claim you're not. You are. Because there is no separate God that created those children over in Palestine. Those children in Gaza that are being slaughtered right now, blown to bits by the weapons that your taxes are funding. So you can keep deluding yourself all you like, but you are just walking the wide path to destruction. This may as well just be the wide path to destruction, because that's the path you're all on. You really think that if Jesus was returned tomorrow, that he would go and stand beside the IDF and applaud them as they are bombing and killing little children? You're fucking delusional if you believe that. You really are. But we are a sick civilization now. We are sick and corrupted and evil. So I'm not surprised the majority would support sick, corrupted and evil behavior and then claim to be followers of Christ. Now, the other thing that was announced today on the day of the eclipse is that Netanyahu says the date has been set for the Rafah invasion. So remember how they were telling all of the people who live in Gaza, oh, you have to leave North Gaza, you have to move to the south, or we're going to bomb the fuck out of you and kill you and slaughter you where you stand? Well, guess what? Now they're going to move down to the south because they've got to finish them off, don't they? I mean, they're not going to be happy until they've completely annihilated all of the people who live in Gaza because, well, that's just such Christ-like behavior. And by the way, that's right, the Israeli people who live in a place that was created in 1947 and named Israel, those people, the ones that follow a religion called Judaism, yeah, they don't actually believe in Jesus being the Son of God. So there's that. All of you are Christians who basically will ignore the slaughter of innocent children to stand by these self-proclaimed chosen ones. Because, you know, only God knows his own. And I would actually suggest that you go read Revelation 2:9. And please tell me, who are the Jews that verse is actually related to? Can somebody please explain to me who the large group of Jews or the large group of people calling themselves Jews but are not, who are they? I mean, they'd have to be a very prominent group of Jewish people right now because we are living Revelation. So we would have to, know who they are because they would be very prominent. Who are they? Who are these ones, these imposters? Yeah, you just want to make sure you're standing beside the right chosen ones. Because again, wide path to hell, people. Wide path to destruction. You really think that the devils wouldn't be smart enough to infiltrate the religions? You really think that when the devils decided they were going to turn mankind against God the Father, they were going to encourage mankind to walk the path to destruction, that they wouldn't have thought about infiltrating the religions first and pretending to be the holy men, pretending to be the righteous ones? Wake the fuck up, people, really. It's time. So, as I said, guys, we are just now going to see a real escalation in the fuckery. This is absolutely significant, so don't even doubt it for a moment. Well, I'm going to post all of the links underneath the video, and you guys can check them out for yourself. And as always, peace out.